Cole, I guess congratulations, and just what's that like winning that award?
No, it was surreal, man. It was a very special moment to be able to share with my family for sure. I never really knew how big it was until it kind of came along, to be honest with you. But it's really a blessing and an honor, to be honest with you.
What's it mean? To earn something like that. And I know you credit your teammates and your coaches, but what's that mean to? I look at
Uh,
this list and I got Steve McNair, Tony Romo, Brian Westbrook, Jimmy Garoppolo, Cooper Kupp, Trey Lance have been guys that have won that award.
No, man, it is. It's surreal. Like it was. I'm blessed. But it really is. Football is extreme. It's the most team sport there is, and without my teammates and my coaches, I really don't win it. If I'm being completely honest, so it really is a big credit to them. But no, I did. I feel like I worked hard for it. I didn't. That wasn't my goal going into the season was to win this award, but it was just a cool thing that kind of came out of it. So no, I worked really hard, and our team worked really hard, and so it's cool to be able to reap some benefits from it.
Sports football, it's a brotherhood, and
Mm-hmm.
I saw your former teammates here at Arkansas congratulating you. What's that been like? What's the connection do you still have to those guys from your 2 years here at Arkansas?
Yeah, man, it is. It's a family. It's a family bond that you build with guys. Blood through blood, sweat, and tears. You don't lose that connection just overnight. And especially with guys like Grant Morgan and stuff. I keep in good contact with, and that was one of my best friends over there. And to see him have his success, he deserves it, man. That man, he's been through it, and to come out the other end and with some success is just so awesome to see that. And for him to support me, you know, across the state border and just from 10 hours away supporting me and with my success, it's really special. It's really special. That's a friendship that I'll have until I die. So it's just really special.
COVID impacted everybody, and sports were impacted greatly. And you guys only got to play 7 games, but I look at your stats and 2,662 yards passing, 18 touchdowns. You rushed for 7 touchdowns. You caught 2 touchdown passes. What was the season like for you from COVID interrupting things, only 7 games to being a part of 27 touchdowns last year?
Yeah, it was special. I think our team's approach goes to show the leadership we have on our team, and we kind of took the glass half full approach, and we just took the extra time we got from COVID not being able to play in the fall as extra time to get better, and that's what we did. We just got better through that time, and then when it was time for us to play, it paid off. So, we by no means were we satisfied with our season at all, but just to put in that extra work and have some rewards come from it is pretty cool. But we're pretty much looking forward to next season now.
You've been through a lot in your life. I mean, going back to what you went through back at home, and then the struggles and some success at Arkansas, to going and transferring and having to sit a little bit and getting the starting job. How much did all that help you become the leader that you are right now for for your program down there?
Oh, it's tremendous. That's all kind of everything I've been through in my life has shaped me to this point. And I think, pretty much everybody could probably say that. And, it's a lot of people go through a lot of stuff, but it's how you respond, man. That's all about life. And, bad stuff is going to happen, and sometimes it's unexplainable, and you gotta keep pushing, I try to look at adversity like it's an opportunity, and more times than not, that's the case if you really look at it the right way. And so I just kind of try to do that, and just keep going. You can't quit. It's not really an option. So you just got to keep going.
What's it been like being closer to home the last couple of years?
Yeah, it's been nice, man. I'm at home right now. I'm an hour and a half away from school, and it's really nice. I'm gonna be honest. It's not to have to come back and have some of my mom's home cooked meals and stuff. It's been pretty nice.
So I would assume you're going to use your extra year. Is that what you're going to do? So you're going to go back
Yep.
next year. What's that going to be like heading back for a fifth year of college?
Yeah, I feel like I've been doing this for a long time, to be honest with you. But I'm blessed. I'm blessed to be where I'm at. I want to play this game for as long as I possibly can, and I'm excited. We got pretty much everybody coming back, and we should have a really good team. And I'm really excited to get to work with these guys and go out and have a special year.
What's it been like at the FCS level for you?
Yeah, it's I mean, honestly, it surprised the heck out of me to see how much talent there is. I never knew much about it, to be honest with you. So just my lack of knowledge never really did it justice. But they have a lot of talent. The talent isn't as big of a drop off. If anything, it's more of like size and in the trenches and stuff. But as far as talent, there's really not much of a drop off, and I'm happy to be playing the game I love at this high of a level. It's a high level, so I'm just blessed.
Let's revisit some times at Arkansas. You had some highs and some lows, and some I don't know if I'm going to be the quarterback this week. What do you take away from your time at Arkansas?
Yeah, I take away a lot. I know a lot of people don't like to talk about bad things that happened to them in the past, but I don't look at it that way. I talk about it. When people ask, I embrace it. I had some great times at Arkansas. I love it. I still sometimes even miss that city. Fayetteville is a beautiful city. Northwest Arkansas is a beautiful region. I loved it up there. But it's not as fun when you're not winning, obviously. And so I learned a lot from just from how much work it really takes, the kind of leader you need to be to be successful at that kind of level. And just that sometimes it's out of your control. You got to be able to bounce back and keep moving forward. And like Grant Morgan is a perfect example of that. He's a warrior, man. And just for him to have gone through the stuff that we've gone through, and for him to keep pushing forward, and for him to get success at this school, it's I couldn't be happier for somebody like that, to be honest with you. And it's just there's a lot of lessons learned though, but that happens. We were young coming out of high school like that, and you learn a lot of lessons. I grew a lot at the University of Arkansas, so I'm very blessed to have that experience in my life.
You had some good moments on the field too. I mean, what
Absolutely.
do you remember about some of those games? And
I remember I'll never forget the Ole Miss one at Ole Miss, because that was like my birthday weekend, and it was a huge comeback and stuff like that. That was a fun one, and you know, it's, I remember my first start at Alabama. That was fun, and we played Auburn after that, I think, at home. And so I remember more from my redshirt freshman year, my redshirt freshman year than my redshirt sophomore year, honestly. And just we had some good times. I'd say probably the biggest one I remember is the Ole Miss game. I hate to say it, but we didn't win all that much. So just the fact that one of those was a win, was big.
yeah, the Coastal game I think is another one that comes to mind. And
Yeah, that's true.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think people fell in love with the running plays that you had, and the amount of fun you
Yeah.
had with those. I mean, what was and to see you have 20 or 17 rushing touchdowns at Southeastern too.
Yeah. No, I mean, I like to do whatever it takes. I was big. I was even bigger when I was at Arkansas than I am now, and so I wanted to help the team any way I could. So I just told the coaches, I'll run it if y'all need me to.
So when you enter your final season next year, what are you hoping to get done? And I would assume
Yeah.
trying to make the NFL is another goal of yours down the road too.
No, absolutely it is, and I think that's the case for most people that play college football. But I just, my goal after I just finished watching the FCS national championship here this past weekend, and having the team that won it, we lost to by 5, driving down with 2 minutes left in their end zone, and we came up a half a yard short on 4th down. And like my goal is to win the national championship, to be honest, and a conference championship. I've gotten all these individual accolades and stuff, but I don't have any jewelry. I have no rings and stuff like that. And that means a lot to me as a quarterback. A lot of people they put those the wins and the championships along. That's like almost the biggest stat nowadays for people for quarterbacks. And I don't know if I necessarily agree with that as much, but I want it. I do. I want that. So that's my number one goal for our team and stuff like that. And I mean, that's it. I think we can do it, and I'm excited.
The playoff system of the FCS level, you guys went 1-1
Uh,
a year ago.
uh,
What's that playoff like? Because you don't
I
have
like
that.
it.
You don't have that at the FBS level.
I like it, man. I talk about it all the time. I hope the FBS starts doing 8 teams, 6 or 8 teams, or something like that, because it is. It's like it's just it's I understand it may on any given night in football anybody could win. Like I get that, but that's the cool thing about it. You won't. I don't think you would have teams like Alabama winning as much and stuff. Like they got to be perfect every night. And but I guess that's a story. That's a conversation for a different day. But yeah, I like our system. You know, you gotta be on your P's and Q's every week, and you can't afford to lose one game.
When your career's done after next season at Southeastern, what do you hope your legacy is?
Oh man, that's tough. You know, maybe ask me that in about 10 years. But I mean, my legacy, I just hope that like people see me for what I am. You know, like I said, I have been through a lot. I've learned a lot over the last few years, and just I like to work, man. You're not gonna, with victory comes great sacrifice, and you know I truly believe that, and so I just, you know, I sacrifice a lot to try to be good on the field, man, and then you know I'm blessed to be where I'm at though. Without God, none of it's possible.